Hayes.
Thank you, President Draghi. The last time you were before our committee, I asked you about the Irish inquiry into the circumstances surrounding Ireland's bailout and the circumstances that involved the ECB. And can I start by welcoming the publication of the letters that the ECB have put into the public domain. I think it is important that the Irish people saw those letters and that they also read it in a context. I also recognise that none of this happened on your watch. It predated your involvement with the ECB. And I also accept that a programme of financial assistance to Ireland by 2010 was just a reality because of the 2 years that led up to that crisis and the financially impossible position that Ireland faced at the time. My question is not so much about the past, it is about the future. And as you will recall, I asked you this on the last occasion about the involvement of the ECB in the upcoming Irish inquiry, which is taking place from the Irish Parliament. Can I say to you, this inquiry is not a witch hunt. It is important that the Irish people are given the truth. It is also important for the ECB, as you rightly said in reply to other colleagues, that there is some accountability as to why it was that up to 25% of the emergency liquidity assistance was invested in one small country at that particular time, given the disastrous decision to guarantee the entire banking decision in 2008. So can I ask you, can you confirm to the committee that you are in correspondence from the inquiry looking for your involvement as the ECB? And can I ask you also, will you appoint a senior official within the ECB to act as a communication channel between the inquiry and the ECB? And thirdly, will key documentation that the ECB has in respect of all of these matters from 2008, 2009, 2010 would be made available to the inquiry if the inquiry so needs it? And finally, you said recently, and I agree with you, that the ECB is accountable to the European Parliament. Can I also say that the ECB is accountable to all citizens within the European Union? And having an Irish inquiry without having the ECB would be a bit like having Hamlet without the prince.
Thank you. As you said, the ECB as a European institution is accountable to you, the European Parliament. So as such, we will not formally participate in a national parliament's inquiry. We haven't discussed yet what sort of shape could take this informal participation. We'll certainly think and reflect on this. Also, note that 10 days ago, as you said, the ECB has published on its website a broad range of documents with regard to Ireland. And these include not only the exchange of letters between the President Trichet and Minister Lenihan, but also a number of ECB legal opinions, speeches, interviews, and a dedicated Q&A. So, for the time being, we publish this. We'll reflect on anything else, and we'll see.
And can I just seek some clarity on this issue? While you say you will not formally participate in the inquiry, on the issue of having a point person to cooperate with the ECB and having documentation available to the inquiry if that is their choice, can both of those conditions be satisfied with respect?
Now the answer you're asking what shape our informal participation might take, I think I've answered, but anyway, I'll say it again. We haven't yet decided anything about that. Neither whether we have a point person nor what sort of further documentation we could make available. Thank you.